Professor Wilhelm Schmidt-Biggemann. In your exposé about this international interdisciplinary conference around 1600, you refer to the tension between established orthodoxy and the deviant, so to speak, free-floating religiosity of this period. In how far has this non-conformistic influence of what is sometimes called the Second Reformation left a lasting mark on the history of ideas in Europe?
Well, as fast as I can see, these ideas of the Second Reformation come rather close to the philosophy that was reinvented, so to speak, in the early 19th century in German idealism. The idea of the absolute beginning, the question how knowledge at all is possible, whether knowledge is participating in God's self-creation and self-development is an approach to what we can speak and what we can think at all. And so it is that radical as it can be concerning the idea that we are participating in God's knowledge of Himself.
That's very interesting. That reminds me immediately of the image of Robert Flatt's intellectual or spiritual brain, so to say, where through the ability, the human ability of ratio, intellect and mens, or mind, he can not only communicate with God, but God would also be able to communicate directly in the human mind or reach or reveal itself in the human mind.
Yeah.
What's your statement about this vision?
Well, it is clear in the process in which we are participating in God's thinking, God is communicating, so to speak, His processuality to our mind. And so there is, of course, a connection between the deity and the human mind. The theological implications are rather complicated, and I'm not quite sure that that is all convenient with Orthodox theology, but the third way is always between anti-religious thinking and real orthodoxy.
You have indicated that the role of the Corpus Hermeticum, the Rosicrucian Manifestos, the works of Conrad, works of Johann Arndt, play a considerable role on the theological expectations with respect to the perfection of nature. Can you comment on that?
Yeah. The question is whether nature is in itself part of the sinful consequences of Adam's fall. And that is a Paulinian idea of the letters to the Romans. And those who are trying to participate in God's mind and to know what God's mind was before He created the world, whatever that means, they are trying to help to redeem nature as well. And at the end of that process, there will be a perfect nature and a perfect harmony between nature and man. Whatever that may be, but this is the hidden aim of all those developments of the natural theology and of the theology of participating in God's mind in order to bring the last days and the heavenly Jerusalem into reality.
Within man.
That is not quite clear.
No.
Sometimes it is a spiritual idea. Sometimes they try to do that by alchemy. People like Kunrad, for instance, they tried to perfect the world by alchemy, and so yes. Alchemy is participating in that process. God, of redeeming nature to its previous pre-Adamic state, so to speak.